My name is Stanley Westenberg. This is free news love at 7:30. I'm also speaking with my brother Joe.
Little brother.
Yeah, my little brother.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will talk about his story about his life and his life, his family, and Matthews.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe, tell me about your life, bud.
So, I'm currently 27 years old, living in Wurundjeri, and I work 2 days a week at Hungry Jack's in Mudgebar from 10:30 till 4 o'clock, which is 5.5 hours, Stanley.
Okay, tell me about your statement, your nephews.
So yes, I've got two nephews. One's name's Jagger. He is my 3-year-old, and I have Aussie Blue, who is my 1-year-old nephew.
Okay, tell me about your family, your mum and your dad.
So my mum is a masseuse, so she massages people, and my dad puts shoes on horses, which is called a farrier, Stanley.
Okay, tell me about your in the past, like in your part of your family.
So I have a nana and a granddad. They currently live in England, in a small little town called Burgess Hill, and I no longer have a grandma and a pop as they passed away a few years ago. And next Tuesday will be the anniversary passing of my grandma. Next Tuesday.
Okay.
And they were in a small town called Goulburn, which is in the middle of Canberra. So they lived on a farm in a place called Taurang, which is 5 minutes out of the Goulburn CBD. So they were 5 minutes out of town. And so yeah. So yeah.
Okay. And that's it. Just talking about.
And I also live with autism, which I sometimes struggle with, especially at work. But some days, Stanley, you just have to get on with it and just be okay with it. Some days, there are people who live with it, like my condition, but my condition's not worse. My condition, I can speak, but some can't. So, yeah. My life was awesome. I had friends who became like family to me in primary school. As I grew into high school, I was bullied a bit for my Michael Jackson impersonations by the teachers and the students, which was pretty sad, and they never let me go onto the stage or do any of the talent quests because they thought I was weird. They thought I was special, and so every time I danced in the playground, the teacher would pull me from the playground and take me into a classroom and tell me, you're not supposed to be dancing in the playground, which I found was a bit weird. And so now there's ways in schools to get that around, to say it's okay to be different. Do what you do best.
Okay. Just tell me about what are your hobbies.
So my hobbies are mainly dancing and singing and voice impressions, as well, as I used to work on Hit 90.9 CFM with Heather, Dan and Ben a few years ago, doing voiceovers for their voiceover segments. And yeah.
Cool.
So some of my voices include people like Homer Simpson, Michael Jackson, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo from The Simpsons, Marge, a few others like Family Guy, All American Dad, and yeah, so some days I like to be like Homer, some days I like eating. I like donuts as well, but I love donuts because I'm a Simpson nerd. Holy, what are you doing? I'm three noses, Stanley Rosenberg much. Oh boy.
Here's your donut. Here's your donut. Here's your donut.
Flying zoinks like Scoop. Yeah. Rock roll.
Here's your donut for you.
Oh yeah, oh my Gibson. Donuts. What else you want to know, Stanley?
That's for that. We're gonna make another video.
So yeah, I grew up before I started liking Michael Jackson. I loved the Wiggles. I was a big Wiggles fan back in the day, back in my childhood. But now I'm doing a Michael Jackson tribute show with my buddy here. We were supposed to be doing it in Surface, but now we've confirmed it to be Robina and Broadbeach.
Yeah.
Just so it's closer to my house, so we know where Stanley actually is for once. But Stanley also does busking by himself on a Sunday, which is pretty cool. I've seen his work and I love it. And he's actually a part of my family now, Stanley. He's my big brother.
Yeah.
And so we also are trying to put together a show currently, but nobody knows this. This is a work in progress, but we'll give you a little secret. The Star Casino is soon to have a very, very special limited edition show, but with a residency. That's all we can say, isn't that right, Stanley?
Yeah.
It's a secret show that nobody knows about. Let's just say it up. So stay tuned, and it also includes Michael Jackson. And it also stars this man right here. Let's just say Michael Jackson will be working closely with Stan. And also, this legend here, this great legend, has also got his own channel, Channel 3. So, Channel 3 News. So, check him out on YouTube or check out the famous Stanley Rosenberg on TikTok.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. I can do it. Woohoo! We'll see you fans very, very soon from the Joey and Stanley Project. Woo-hoo! We're out.